Hey guys, welcome back to Say Mojo Homestead, where we're still excited about our baby goats. So we have got a couple of things going on this weekend. One of them is Joe has his first baseball game tonight. So we're going to be doing that as long as the rain holds off. But right now I'm going in to check on our baby goats and our other mamas. So our other mamas have not given birth yet, and they're still probably like a couple, at least a day away, if I had to guess. Yeah, whoa, for a second I thought that was a new baby. But yeah, we're gonna come and just hang out with the babies for a little bit. Josiah hasn't really gotten a lot of time with them because we got back after dark last night, and then this morning he got to see them real quick for the first time before they went to school. But he hasn't had a chance to play with them, so I'm gonna let him play with them for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go get some stuff planted in the garden.
Oh, you're so cute. I love you. Ah! Bro! Are you serious? My clothes are food. My baby baby. My baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, one trying to drink out of her teeth. Look.
Good.
It's just beginning. Ooh, yeah, baby, baby. Ooh, yeah, baby. I love you. I love you.
All right, guys, so, whoa, light adjustment. What we're planting right now are just a little late season brassicas. So we have got a couple of things that were started from seed. This one is a purple cauliflower, which we've never done before. No, truth be told, we've never had luck with cauliflower. So we're gonna see how this goes. The other one we got is called a tangerine cauliflower, which I think is an orange one. I haven't even looked it up yet. That could be fun if we can get these to actually like grow, produce, and not rot. The ones that we grew this year, we actually got them farther along, like got them producing a pretty good cauliflower head, but then they started turning brown and kind of mushy and rotted. So I don't know if that was too much water. We weren't really supplementing with water, so if it was just because we got so much rain. And then the other one that we picked up is purple cabbage. Get him out of the back of my truck here. This guy. So we planted purple cabbage in the fall, but none of that really did well. One of them got overtaken with aphids, and then 2 survived. I thought we planted more than that, but I've only been able to find 2 other ones in the garden, and they're just not really performing like our regular green cabbage did. Normally the purple does just as well for us, so not sure what's going on. All of these actually came from Jess. They were just extras that she had. She had already planted out all of her brassicas, and so she was like, hey, if you guys want any, they're free for the take-in, go get them. Actually planted in the fall most of what we needed, so we didn't take a ton, but took a few that I just wanted to try to experiment with, and then, like the purple cabbage, replace the ones that just didn't do well for us. So I'm gonna grab these, we're gonna go into the garden and get them in the ground. Got our last one. The rest of them are over there. So total we have, I think, 9 plants, if I did, like, counted right, did all the math right. What we're gonna do is put them in an area that is already amended, already prepared, that we're not gonna have to do anything else to, because these are definitely gonna be overlapping with our spring planting. And so a lot of this area behind me has not quite gotten prepared for this upcoming garden season. And so I didn't want to plant these anywhere in those areas because, well, 1, back here, all those rows are changing. 2, if I've got stuff in the ground, then I can't really top dress and add compost to those planting rows. So we're gonna do it right here. What we're gonna be putting here in this area for the summertime, spring planting, are our cucumbers, and then also I think we're gonna do, if I remember right, I don't have the plan, but I think it's gonna be melons through here. We got some cantaloupe and another fun melon, that banana melon. Have any of you guys grown that? We've never grown it. It was kind of one of those like fun ones that we threw into our seed order. So I'm excited about it. If you've grown it, I would love to hear your experience with it and whether you liked it or not. So it'll be a fun one for us. This is the wetter part of our garden. So we're trying to get things down here that like to or can handle, you know, a little bit more water than some of the other things in the garden that need less water. Now I have already planted, oh, it's coming up. Yes. Look at this, guys. These are our spinach. Can y'all see that? Right there. A bunch of baby spinach. So very excited about that. We got a row, 2 rows, 3 rows. Yes. I am so excited because my first round that I planted, back at like late fall, didn't come up. One plant came up, that was it. Then they were older seeds, and that's probably why we just had poor germination rate. But this was a new pack. We love having spinach. I've been missing it. So I am so happy to see all of these little baby spinach plants coming up. We're probably gonna intersperse the cabbage and the cauliflowers in here. What I wanna do with the cucumbers, we've always grown them just on a regular like straight trellis. This year, I think I wanna try to grow them on where you slant the trellis and have the cucumbers hanging down. I think that'll be fun. I want to try that at least. And so we can do that with all of these in place because it'll be leaning over them and we will not disturb any of these that may still be producing or not quite ready for harvest when it comes time to set all of that up. And then the melons will be kind of on that back side, on the fence side back there. So let's get planting. All right, got that done. Garden hands, look at that, guys. Ooh, I love it. Something about putting my hands in the dirt just makes me like happy. I don't know, it's like therapeutic. I want to show you guys these other cabbages. Before I go over there to the cabbages to show you guys the ones that have been growing through the winter time. Check this out. I think I showed you guys earlier what this snapdragon was doing, but now it's starting to flower, and this is so weird. Definitely a mutation. Look at this. So basically what happened is it sent up this one stalk, but then it tried to split into 2 and it didn't. It never separated. And so this is like, you guys see that? Just this wide, weird, huge bunch of flowers on this thing. But it does look pretty cool as it's flowering because it's creating just this crazy mound or ball of snapdragon flowers instead of looking like this. But I'm gonna continue to watch this with a lot of interest as it continues to open and flower and bloom for us. But let's go check out those cabbages. We have some that are huge. Now, some of these are just kind of your average size. We are really, here you go. We are really having to keep an eye on them though, because our temperatures are like warming up and getting borderline too warm for them. Like this guy right here is just trying to, I think, open up. It's just a weird shape. It feels really tight, actually. That was the first time I felt it. But really watching them to try to maximize their growing time without letting them bolt. If you don't know, a cabbage, when it bolts, it actually comes straight up out of the middle. So that head that we eat will start to open up, get loose, and then the flower stem comes up out of the middle of it. And once that happens, you can still eat it, but, well, you want to catch it before the actual flower comes up because then it just doesn't taste good. But if it starts to open up, you can still eat it. You just don't get that nice tight cabbage head. Look at these two. This one is a really good size. And then this one right here, I mean, look at that. That's the one that I have been very, very impressed with. Now this is like really good dirt back here, probably some of the deepest compost area in the garden. And everything that was back here in the summertime performed very, very well. If you were following us then, this is actually the area where those white pumpkins, those miniature white pumpkins volunteered and popped up and just went crazy. This is the purple cabbage. This is actually the best of the two. And it just has not started heading up yet. Just disappointing. Not sure why, but you know, for whatever reason, they have not done great this year. Now it still hopefully can perform well. You know, I said we were warming up. Daytime temperatures have started pushing. We've had a couple days that were really pushing 80 degrees. Thankfully, it has not affected the cabbage. All of our collards did have to get harvested because they were trying to bolt. The nighttime temperatures though are still cool enough to where these guys should and hopefully will continue to hang on, especially since I just planted some, but you know, we'll see. And wow, I just saw a whole bunch of asparagus. We're just gonna turn this into like a mini garden tour. All of this right here is garlic, which we've never had a ton of success growing garlic. This garlic is looking really good this year, so hopefully it'll continue to do well and we'll get a good harvest out of it. But check out this asparagus patch. Now this is one thing that is definitely appreciating the little bit warmer days. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Have several down here. Have a lot more popping up over there. And then even, yeah, back over there, there's one. And we do have a lot more clusters than just these. So I'm still waiting to see the rest of those guys pop up and keeping a very close eye on them. But these are by far our most established clusters or crowns and have really given us the best asparagus over the last year or two. This is a year where I'm hoping for a really good harvest. They've been in the ground long enough to where they should really start to produce. Some of these look pretty thin, but others are right there. That's a good size. Size of your finger. That's what you look for. So I'm gonna get these harvested because I do not want these to go another day, especially since we're gonna have pretty much just a complete wash tomorrow as far as weather goes. So I'm gonna get these harvested, get inside, get cleaned up, get Joe ready for his baseball game tonight, and we're gonna enjoy the rest of our evening. All right, guys, so we have had a pretty good weekend. Weather didn't allow us to get too much work done, but it did allow us, along with the goats, fortunately or unfortunately, to go see the girls dance at their competition that they're at this weekend. Joe and I got to go because they're not too far from us, but wanted to do highs and lows with you. Once again, competition weekend, just gonna be me. But my high, the obvious one, is the baby goats. So I'll throw in another one. Another one is the fact that we did get to go to the competition and see the girls dance. They did so well and got to see several of their dances, which was really nice. My low this week would be probably Mo getting sick, which I hate to throw in a whole nother thing on sickness, but she was the last one in the family. So we better be good now. Guys, it's been a long, I think it's been 2.5 weeks, kind of from the start of stuff coming in and getting, us getting sick to now. So yeah, we better be done. I'm tired of it. Sick and tired of it. My other low, I guess a little bit, is that the other two goats still have not given birth. We just got home. They're both hanging out, still normal. Really hoping they give birth before the end of the weekend, because by the time I'm wrapping up this video, it is just Saturday night. So there could be babies before the end of the weekend. But thank you guys for joining me for our garden tour, kind of end of this winter, beginning of spring garden tour. Always fun to look back in a couple of months just to see what the garden looked like during that transition time or heading into that transition time. So thank you guys again for joining along with us. Thank you for becoming a part of our YouTube family. I hope you have a great week and be blessed.